Exactly. What? You know what makes no sense? Being Bill Clinton, and willingly fucking kids on camera and smiling. Why would you do that? Epstein had dirt on everybody, and the island was simply a way to cash in on that shit. He had dirt before then. These people aren't going out fucking kids for fun. Not all of them.
He's talking about the Jews.
Not all of them. Some of them were because they're fucking weird people. But most of these people didn't shit. Because why would you fuck these people on camera and smile? If I'm gonna fuck a kid, hypothetically, I'm doing it in secret, bro. I'm not doing it in
smiling on camera.
Exactly, bro. Who the fuck does illegal shit on camera and smiles?
Okay, to be fair, this was before digital footprints.
No. You wanna know how I know you're lying?
These people probably they're so power tripped.
No.
That shit's never gonna happen.
Because you want to know how I know you... No, think about it. Around this time before then, they had Mr. Swirl. The fucking white guy that went to, like, Taiwan.
Went for 12 years without getting caught because no one did the fucking unswirl effect on
But think about this. They could have figured... I'm an engineer. Let me tell you, as an engineer, we are the simplest minded people of all time. I promise you somebody was in there saying... unswirling. They didn't do it on reason. They're not stupid. You're not stupid. You know,
They weren't even looking at it. They don't give a fuck.
They don't care. They don't care until what happens. The money gets touched. That's all that happens. You can't cancel me. You people are scared of being canceled. Who's gonna cancel me? Israel? That's who I'm talking about right now. They're not in Michigan. Last time I checked.
What do you mean? We're in West Bloomfield.
Yeah, wait a minute.
You think fucking Benjamin Netanyahu is gonna call West Bloomfield and be like, guys, there's a guy in a black Mazda going down the street booming right now. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So that's why you gotta think about it. Think about what happens. Nothing gets solved in this country until the money gets touched. You know how civil rights happened? Not because people cared. They boycotted the buses. The money got stopped. You can't stop the money because who's in charge? The Jews. They all care about the fucking money.
Dyson and Tony are gonna watch this set back.
That's it.
And they're not gonna.
That's it, bro.
They don't watch with audio.
It's probably just gonna be Dice, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, Gretchen, I got someone you gotta deal with.
You think I'm scared of brother? Hold on. Wait. Mind you, they was finna kidnap and kill her ass like 2 years ago. I'm not scared of her.
Yeah.
I'm not terrified of a middle-aged white woman named Gretchen. What is she gonna do to me? Gretchen! Say Gretchen slowly and watch how your muscles tense up at the thought of punching her in the nose. Okay? It's just a natural reflex. Gretchen. It just happens. Yeah. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. Gretchen, hold on. Big Gretchen sold us all out anyways. Salem, Michigan? Exactly. They're building a AI data center in Salem, Michigan. Mind you, what are these data centers really for? No.
That's 0 to 100.
I'm going to hit you guys with some facts here, okay? These AI data centers are simply excuses to limit resources for the American people.
Yep.
You want to know the one thing that they're targeting? They're targeting land and water. The two things people need in order to continue to grow the population. You mean to tell me in all of the time in American history we haven't found a way to purify dirty water? We do. But why don't AI centers use dirty water? Why don't you take an AI data center? Exactly. They go for the cheapest option possible and then try to say it's going to benefit the people. It's not. It's not. That's what they say.
AI is gonna benefit the people.
Everybody. Brother.
A lot of people.
Literally. Rob. AI.
Sam Altman, bro.
No,
Of course he's gonna say that.
Rob.
It's fucking Sam Altman.
Rob.
He runs a company.
No, Rob. AI has literally been marketed for the years
It's marketed,
as
it's marketed to the people running the corporations. Like,
No.
we're gonna say-
No, it's not. Hold on.
You guys think they're gonna make
Rob,
billions and billions
Rob,
of dollars
hold on.
of us buying quad members?
No,
not what they're thinking.
Rob, let me explain.
I'm listening.
Okay? AI has been marketed as a means to help the working class American solve certain tasks.
Right.
Every AI commercial is no, hold on. Every AI commercial says like, oh, you want to learn how to create a date plan
Right,
for a
well,
girl that you're meeting first time.
Plan my
AI's got
evening
you.
tonight.
Exactly. AI is meant to assist the average person. When in reality, hold on. When in reality, AI is meant to replace people. That's it.
That's why the shareholders care.
But
because
that's
the
it.
shareholders
They tell you
want
that, though.
The shareholders
They tell you
it'll be
that,
cheaper,
but they
and then it's
disguise
not.
it by making it seem more helpful
they
than it
really
is.
Try, but
No,
one
Rob,
thinks
I
that.
promise you. Think about this.
Who
Think about
thinks
this.
that?
Who thinks
Anyone
that?
here, who thinks
My
that?
dad.
Okay.
Who thinks it's made to be like a glorified search engine, and who thinks it's like gonna replace
You
jobs?
gotta understand.
It's
most
not-
people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Okay,
we know.
Look at U.S. like literacy rates, bro.
Dude, I was
It's
just
on the
speaking
decline.
to the people
It's on the
other day
decline.
for it.
Yes, so Rob, AI is marketed towards people. Hold on, it's marketed to help people with menial tasks. That's what technology is for. Technology exists because it grows
That's the
exponentially.
basis.
Technology does not stop because the demand for it will never stop. Which is why technology has to get better. Nothing gets worse. Things get worse by certain standards, but as a net result, things get better.
There is
That's the
always
whole
X.com.
point. That's the whole point of AI.
Everything app.
Hold on. X got worse for who? No. X got worse for certain users.
Yeah.
Certain people are using X as marketing engagement to make money, say whatever you want, and more importantly, help
Less
us.
money now.
But it's not for us. Elon Musk bought Twitter in order to help Donald Trump win the election. It was not meant for us anymore. We're simply peons using the program that Elon Musk is letting us use. If he really wanted to, do you not think he could just make X.com subscribers only?
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
He could. It's not that hard. Just rewrite the code and it's done. But he doesn't do that because he knows the average person is not going to do that. Everything's marketed to make us better or make things better for us. That's why I said AI.
It's market. That's literally like definite.
But you can market things. You can market things differently. They choose to market AI to make for people to say it's going to make your life better.
That's my marketing condition right there.
That's all marketing.
Not every
There's like
marketing. No. No.
There's AI.
Well, I guess it's because they know it's gonna have a backlash.
Exactly. So then think about this, right? With AI, like I was saying, AI, they're making these data centers. They're making these data centers.
I haven't heard the land and water thing. That's interesting.
No, it's true.
That's an interesting thought.
You can play Jacob.
Okay, but you have to take a second to think about what's really going on. The data centers, because more importantly, China is making data centers in the ocean. They're not making them in the land that the people are occupying. They're making the data centers in the oceans because, huh?
That's meta.
It's better
Yeah, it's meta.
for the
He's
people.
He's metagaming here. China's
They
metagaming.
also
They're
have
not.
a big surplus of energy.
That's true, but that's what they created that though.
Oh, of course. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. China focuses on the people as the future. America focuses on the 1% as the future. That's all that they care about. That's how they want to live. That's why I said this. The data centers, they take up what? They take up power. They take up land. They take up water.
Let's also talk. Let's also talk about the fact that the average computer for a person to buy and build right now has gone up 5 times in price?
Yeah, not 5, but it's gonna be a lot.
It's like RAM's basically doubled, tripled, but that's like the only thing. And storage.
And storage.
Storage is also like
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
I'm
So
dude, I bought a
what?
fucking terabyte
Think
SSD
about
right
all
before
of
it went
these
up.
these other countries. Let's take South Korea for example. South Korea is super big with gaming hubs. You'll sit down and you'll just
Echo Fire,
a shit ton of laptops.
this is not Green Hill Zone. This is Windy Hill Zone.
Windy Hill, bro.
Yeah.
You're a fucking fake fan. You're
Okay.
a fucking fraud.
Okay, so hold on. So think about this, guys. Why would the government, as particularly America, but a government in general, want to limit storage for the average American as well as information access? Because the whole point of AI is that they're going to use it to rewrite history. And not the whole point, but one of the things of AI is going to be used to rewrite history. You want to know what they try to rewrite? They try to rewrite what happened in the past. Who does AI really fool? Old people.
Yep.
Who votes the most? Old people. So, what happens when all of a sudden you've got these indistinguishable AI videos?
Did you
and
win?
more importantly, you know what they said when AI was getting new? They said, upload your image. Use your voice. They wanted to collect data on
Upload your
people
image. Yes.
in
Let me
order.
scan your face.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that the government doesn't have information on us already, because we have our IDs, Social Security. Social Security is currency. It's not a real thing. It's just currency for other countries. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So, all these AI data centers are for is they're going to use this shit to rewrite history, rewrite the past. Who really started World War II? You can change it when people can't look up what's new. Why would you burn the Library of Alexandria
Yeah, exactly.
that had 90% of the world's information? Why do you burn a library? To get rid of information? That's all they care
It was
about.
literally a plot piece in One Piece.
I mean, I'm not that far yet. I don't.
What do you mean, not that far? It's Water 7.
What is that?
Where are you in
Is
One
that
Piece?
Nami art?
Where are
Arlong?
Where are you in One Piece?
I'm like, they just got past like the shark dude, Arlong Park.
Dude, we talked about One Piece a year ago, and you're still on fucking Arlong Park.
Yeah, I dropped it. I'm reading.
Oh my God.
I'm reading Tower of God right now.
Oh
Someone's
my
better.
Tower
Someone's
of God.
better.
Something about. I dropped it.
That's
I-
the equivalent of like us talking about King Piccolo like a year ago, and then
I know.
I was like, dude, isn't it so cool what like Raditz did this? You're like, who the fuck is Raditz?
I know who Raditz is.
Yeah, it's the equivalent.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, my bad. My bad. I was like, I definitely know Raditz. He's a Raditz. But, anyways.
How did we get from history being deleted to One Piece?
You're
Going
talking.
back to
It's
history.
Broly Talks, bro. I talk about everything. I need a podcast, okay? Mr. Monday's here. Oh, Croak is in here. I fuck with the Croak. Oh! But anyways,
Sounds like a turn.
so anyways, like I said, once you realize, is that? I don't know what this is. I'm not updating. I'm not updating the game. Get this NGA. You can't say NGA.
They definitely
Wait,
said
what?
that
Wait,
before.
what?
No, it's probably because Twitch chat will stop it.
Oh, it's
yeah,
because
you
it
can't.
got auto modded.
It got auto modded.
NGA though?
Yeah.
Like not even
No,
just like.
I don't.
No, because you can't say the full thing on Twitch.
That's crazy.
That was,
can't-
no,
you can't
they
say the
said
full-
it before.
Yeah, we definitely said it, but
Yeah.
either way, I support you. But so yeah, like I was saying, so the government, and particularly in America, they want to use AI to get rid of people because. And now here's what the thing. First off, Donald Trump and the Project 2025 plan, they realized how stupid Americans were when they dropped it before he even won. Think about it. He dropped his like whole plan for what he's gonna do before he even won. So if he didn't win, it would look crazy as fuck, but he won. So he did that, and the whole purpose of this current administration is to get rid of the middle class. That's why everything is being like, they're dividing the races more and more. That's why they're focusing on the money, because crime is not a race thing. Everything wrong in the world is based on socioeconomic factors. Black people commit more crime because black people, on average, are poorer than white people. You know what's the difference between a poor white person and a poor black person? Nothing. They're exactly the same. Poor whites, poor blacks, poor Asians, poor non-Asians, poor Jews. They're not real, but the poor people, they're all one unified. What's the thing? Monolith.
Yeah.
But they don't realize it because they disguise it with race conversations. Okay, so the whole Trump thing that you're doing right now is they're trying to get rid of the middle class, the people who bought houses and shit for like $150,000. You can't do it anymore. Everything goes up, the wages goes down because once you're poor, here's what's happening. Once you're poor, you have to commit crime. You have to commit crime to survive when you're poor. Aladdin said it best. Gotta eat to live, gotta steal to eat. That man was spitting straight bars in fucking Saudi Arabia. Who would have thunk? He's better than DJ Khaled. So, now, once you establish that, what is the purpose of creating more crime? The purpose of creating more crime is to create a workforce that America can utilize for free. Did you know in California, like last year or 2 years ago, they voted to legalize slavery?
California?
It was in California. Yes, it was like a year or two ago. To legalize slavery. Not the slavery we have in our minds of white on black slaves, right? But the slavery of basically being in debt. All a slave is someone who owes somebody else money. You're a slave to your company because you work for them and they pay you. They just give you better resources than the traditional slave that we think of does get, okay? So, now you've got no middle class. You've got the super rich who are also going to continue to get more educated because college is now being limited to the wealthy.
Yeah.
Healthcare is being limited to people who can afford it. It's all in there. So now you've got these poor folks who have no other option but to rob people, to kill people, to steal from people. And they're going to get caught, which is why they're also big on what? Militarizing the police, buffing the defense budget. All these things are happening in order to make it so that they can capture people who do wrong. And once you do wrong, what happens? You go to jail. You go to jail. No. They're deporting the people. You know what? What's interesting? If they wanted to get rid of the problem people, black folks would be gone a long time ago. Right? Who are they getting rid of? Non-hard workers. Mexicans.
Yep.
They know Mexico's a terrible. They're gonna come. That was low key crazy. That was a sexy ass catch. But the Mexicans, very hard working stereotypes. But what are they known for? The cartels, bringing in drugs, the good stuff. More importantly, the Haitians, all that stuff. You don't want Haitians working near you. They're getting rid of them. They're keeping the people that they want to stay here for a reason. That's why ICE doesn't ask who you are. They don't ask what you are. They just say you're a problem because you could rebel and then get out. So anyways, like I said, now you've got all this shit happening, right? You've got fucking militarization of the police targeting civilians, killing folks, innocent folks, who's instilling fear into the population to not rebel. You have, in order to stop a resistance, you quell it, you snuff out the fire from starting in the beginning. Now you've got all these people committing crimes, getting arrested. States are going to start legalizing slavery again, and all that slavery is having prisons be able to use these people as free labor. That's why all things happening right now.
Oh my god.
Everything's happening right now, and because that's all slavery is. It's just unpaid labor. So now you've got all these, and then the main thing too is with debt. The main thing with the debt is how do you clear the debt when you're dead? You don't.
You get someone else inherits it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is you create a generation of people born into debt. They have to work. Ooh. There's no damage. But they create a generation of people. You can't inherit debt. So hold on. Hold on. You can't inherit somebody else's debt. But that's not what the government tells you. Other people will tell you you can't inherit the debt. But because you know what happens? If somebody dies, they call you about their debt. It's up to you to know, like, I don't have to pay this shit. But if you don't know, but if you don't know, they're gonna take out your money anyways. It's all. There he goes. Technically, so you know what's funny? Credit system is an American thing. There's tons of stories about you can't, because it's not your responsibility. You can't, Toriko, you can't be put in a bad position because your parent. Oh, that's Cal. Oh, hi, Cal. Why didn't you say anything this whole time? I thought it's some random dude. It's fucking Cal. So you can't be put in that position because it's not your debt. That's not your debt. If your parent, you can't. You can argue that it's not your responsibility. You just can't. Oh, he did? I'm sorry, Cal. No, I was paying attention. So, Like your parent dies. Your parent dies. The government is gonna be like, hey, so and so is not here anymore. It's not making payments. What happened to them? Where are they? Oh, they died. They're gonna tell you, oh well, if they're not making the payments, you have to. Tell them, fuck no.
No. Play Van and slew it.
Ooh, is he dead? Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
it's
Okay, no. Nope.
Tony Clutches is actually kind of crazy. But that's all it is. So just tell him you don't have to pay the debt and it's not yours. But that's ooh, good tech. No, grab. He's dead here.
Oh yeah.
Can't deck that. This is actually kind of a
That's kind of OD.
definitely,
That was an OD move. That was
definitely a
overdrive.
little sexual gameplay right here.
EX cross slash right there.
Word though?
Fuck. Someone did I go into depth out of this one?
There is never a true lead versus Cloud. Amen.
Who said that, bro? What's the guy that's like 20
There's
and
The
also
collector's got tarred and feathered. Yeah, we should bring that back.
So again, do you know why other countries have change? Because their government doesn't kill the people. I promise you, the French, if the French were smart, they would shoot the civilians in the street. Because
they're constantly rioting in the streets of France.
but you know why you can riot? There's no repercussions.
Oh.
You don't die.
Yeah, you don't get
Yeah,
shot.
Brother.
Unless it's no, you don't get
Motherfucking ICE shot that random. I knew life was bad when they were killing white folks, and the white folks didn't complain. That's how you know shit's bad. I could have been reflecting. Oh no. Oh.
Oh, he might die.
6-7 Falco.
Oh.
We gotta kill this guy, bro.
He lost. He's no longer at 6-7.
Both of them are
That's
not
dead. That's
funny.
game. Oh no. No.
Alright, he died here.
He's dead. He's dead. Oh no. Oh. Good parry.
Good lord.
Insane parry. No.
No, he's dead. But I don't know if he's gonna make it back.
He's alive. He's alive. That's it. Oh my god. Oh.
He parried
That parry
I was trying to hit that whole set, but I kept fucking it up.
Oh.
That
I know.
parry,
I know.
that parry was
Oh,
fucking.
How the fuck
shit.
am I supposed to be Tony ever?
That parry,
Nice.
Get lucky.
that parry was fucking sick.